Now let's still in the spirit of getting down to business. I will be calling on the keynote speaker, Professor Jinadu, retired. Professor Adele Jinadu, retired as a professor of political science, Lagos State University in 2001, where he served as the Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, having taught previously at the University of Lagos, where he was acting head, Department of Political Science, 1979 to 1982. And at the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, he was a visiting associate professor at the Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana, USA, where he delivered the Hans Wolff Memorial Lecture in 1979. The Michigan State University, East Lansing, Michigan, USA, the University of Zimbabwe, Harare, Zimbabwe, and the Department of Peace and Conflict Studies, University of Uppsala, Sweden, where he delivered the first Claude K. Memorial Lecture. He served as external examiner at the University of Ife, Nigeria, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, the University of Port Harcourt, the University of Bayero, Kano, and the University of Zimbabwe, Harare, the University of Lesotho, Maseru, and the University of Nairobi, Kenya. Professor Jinadu was the president, African Association of Political Science, 1979 to 2001, vice president, International Political Association, 2001 to 2003, and president, Nigerian Political Science Association, 2008 to 2010. He was a member of the National Electoral Commission of Nigeria, 1987 to 1992. Director General, Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, 1992 to 1996. Member, Governing Council, Lagos State University. Member, Governing Council, University of Calabar. Chairman, Visitation Panel to Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. Member, Governing Council, Nigeria National Merit Award, 2017-2023. Former Chairman, Election Analysis Center, Center for Democracy and Development, Abuja. Former Chairman, Nigerian Election Working Group, and member, Governing Council Summit, University of Ife. He was a consultant to Nigeria's Electoral Reform Committee and chairman of the Registration and Election Review Committee set up by INEC to review the conduct of the 2011 general elections by INEC. He was lead consultant to the Economic Commission for the book, African Governance Report 2013, Elections and the Management of Diversity in Africa. Professor Jinadu has also served as consultant on democracy development and elections to the Organization of African Unity, the African Union, the UNDP, European Union, the UK, Department for Development and International Aid, and his portfolio grows even deeper. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome, with a round of applause, Professor Adele Jinadu. Put your hands together for him, please.
I don't know where to start because I want to approach my presentation from a different perspective from what we have been listening to. And I say that because our country is in dire straits, and we need to get our way back forward if all these things we are talking about, if they are to manifest. And I also say that because for the past several years, programs have been launched with great hopes, millions of naira spent inaugurating them, and then you look today, where are we? So there must be something wrong. There must be something fundamentally wrong. I go through Lagos every day driving from Ilubiri to the end of Oronshoki, there is a lot of refilling, a lot of stamp filling going on there. We don't know what they are about. We don't know. And we want to say we want to have a renaissance of Enyimeti. When what is going on before our very eyes, we don't know. So what is the problem? And I think it is because we have been too complacent. We have left the initiative, we have left things in the hands of those who don't have the public interest at heart. Beyond all these launches, let us organize ourselves and make it clear to the politicians that business cannot be as usual. This is for me, because I'm about 83 years old now. I don't have much time left. No, this is serious. But I think I also Lagos has invested a lot of money in me. Nigeria has invested a lot of money in me. And I have a responsibility that up till the last day of my life, I will keep saying that, Lagos people, wake up. They are destroying you, wake up. Look, who owns Ilubiri? What are they doing there? We just wake up one morning, we see their sand filling. They put estate there. Look at Eco Atlantic. Who owns Eco Atlantic? Who are benefiting from it? The blue economy, who will benefit? Is it the ordinary Lagosian? Is it the ordinary Nigerian? Every day they tell us the GDP is going up, the Naira value has improved. But are we developing the human beings that we should be developing? The money that we say we have, how many people control it? Less than 1/4 of the population of Nigeria. But you cannot go to Istaleko and flush your toilet there. You go there, there's no water. The roads are not there. Schools are not there. Hospitals are not there. So what is the point? So I think the message that I'm putting across simply is that all these things cannot work well the way we expect they work. If business continues we must wake up. We have to wake up. Because it is made clear that the public interest must be the purpose of government. And that public interest is not the purpose of government. See what happened recently. The Lagos-Calabar Expressway, the amount of degradation that is going on there. And the communities that are involved. And the communities are not involved when policies are made and executed. It's not just policy on paper. How is that policy arrived at? Are we consulted? Are our viewpoints known? There is a reconstruction work going on now in Istaleko. The old length of Adeniji Street. It was a lot of effort made to even get the Lagos State to sit down and discuss what is that plan. People, human beings live there. Have you asked them their opinion of what they want to do? Have you told them what is to be done? We all grew up at Sangros playing. We grew up at Idolu, growing up. That whole place is a big mess. It's a big mess. So we have that responsibility. And as I said, Lagos invested money in me. In fact, my scholarship to go to Oxford to study after I left was under the Lagos State Special Area Award. I could not have gone without that. I spent years in King's College, 7 years, on government scholarship. Now, where is all of that? At my level, I don't know what is going on in Lagos State. You cannot get information. So we need to raise that consciousness. For me, that is the critical point to raise. And unless we organize, unless we tell this, that, and it can be done, we can say, look, we don't want this again. Rather, we start dancing around them, clapping for them. Our votes don't count because we are not organized to defend our votes. I've been in places in other countries where on election days, ordinary citizens, senior citizens, they all get together, form local groups to prevent their vote being stolen. Here you see people changing money, people clapping, a meeting by 100,000, a meeting by 50,000, and we laugh. And we don't stop it. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We cannot sleep at well in our night because we don't trust the policemen. There's no security. We lock ourselves up. We have local vigilantes because we don't want our property to be stolen. And yet what is the most important? Who is going to rule us? We don't give a damn about it. We don't go out to vote. And if we go out to vote, we encourage those who want to steal the vote. We don't say, no, stop. We are now a vigilante group for election. In other countries, they do it. On election day, you will not see anybody in Accra or Freetown, Sierra Leone, going near the ballot, the polling station to say, I want to give people money. Ordinary citizens will stop it. Even they will not even dare it because they know there are citizens who are going to prevent it. So I want to thank, Lighton the opportunity. And I will just go briefly through my speech. That is the message I want to give. If all these things are to make sense, if they are to provide results, we must make sure that we know about what is being done. We know how the policy is being. Let me give you another example. Some years back here in Lagos, it is very Lagos, the center of excellence. Local government councils were changed overnight in violation of the Constitution. No referendum to create more local governments. Nothing. We just get up on this. And the only person who spoke against it, they made sure that he was persecuted. And yet it is clear, to change Lagos, to change local government, there must be a referendum. And I told you, I live in Dolphin Estate. When Ikoyi became Obalende, or whatever it is they call it, we just woke up and there was no referendum at all. And we let that pass. Lagos must be the only state in the federation that I know, and I have studied this, where local government councils, new ones, were created without referenda. And today, of course, we know local government council is not, there is no local government council. They are controlled by thugs who make daily returns to their godfathers. That's why roads are not passable, flooding everywhere, every day. I mean, it was the Renaissance, for example, who stood up. Dangote said, for the coastal community, he paid about $100 billion to them, to the state government. Nobody knew until it was said. A group of Lagosians went to court. So those things are happening. The money is meant for the people in the area. They did not know that money had changed hands. Nothing. So I think we need some kind of a rebirth, renaissance, yes. If we are to be that renewal, we must first ask the proper question. Is the environment in this country politically possible for us to transform ourselves as a nation? It is not possible. We have to do something about that first. And that is to ensure that our mandate is important. Elections are coming on in about 2 years now. Nigerians must make sure, and don't let them divide us by saying this is Igbo, that is Yoruba, that is... No, we are all Nigerians, and it matters a lot to us that the government we establish must know what was it. I stood on a platform like with the former governor of Lagos State when I raised the issue. Look, what is happening between Ilubiri and Oronshoki? Some people just came to me, they brought proposal. If they brought proposal, did you consult the people around that area, Saleko people? Do they want this kind of thing? If they want it, let them make an input into it. So the policy process is very, very important. And that is why politicians keep talking to us as if they call themselves servants. But in fact, they are mocking us by saying that they are our servants. Because we know that they don't respect us. They are arrogant about their power because they have captured the state. So I feel strongly about it, as I said, because, the more I think about it, and I travel a lot, I've gone to places a lot, and people tell me, look, why has Nigeria become this today? There's a serious problem in our country that we need to address. And that is why some groups recently, he has left here now, General Barrow sent a letter to the governor of Lagos State. Go through Isaleko, where you go and see what is happening there. See how human beings are living there. And it's not just Isaleko, it's everywhere. Go to the most expensive part of areas in Lagos. The infrastructures are not there. There is no house in that part of Lagos where people don't either have borehole or have tankers of loads of water every day brought to them. Because it is not provided. Schools, nothing there. Go to hospitals, nothing there. And we say, look, our GDP is gone up, this is gone up. When these things are happening. So it is important that Nigerians listen. And we have listened to other voices. That governments everywhere tell lies. And it is the people who tell them, we have had enough of your lies. And things are getting worse because we don't even seem to have the courage to tell them that they are telling lies. Other places, they tell them they are telling lies. People say eternal vigilance is the price of liberty for nothing. It's not for nothing. It is that you yourself, the best protection of democracy is people stand up and have the courage to tell those who are ruling that you are not doing the right thing. How many times has Lagos State House of Assembly issued a public hearing? Oh, we want to dredge this part of Lagos. Let people come and tell us what they feel about it. All these things, I've asked all these things. The Lagos, what is being done over Oronshoki and Ilubiri and in the Calabar Lake, has there been any environmental impact assessment to see how it is going to affect the people living in that area? We talk of climate change. We talk of the ocean marine economy. So it is important to raise these issues, and it is never too late. See, I just want to thank Lighton for inviting me. She knows my orientation, but when she invited me, I said, Lighton, I'm sorry. Let me look at my diary. If I can change my traveling, because those who have invited me from abroad have gotten a specific date to travel. And if that has to change, then I will have to pay the difference because I'm the one asking for the change. And they told me. And I said, okay, yes, I'll pay for the change. Because I must attend this place today. Not because I want to talk, because I have many opportunities to talk elsewhere, but for two reasons. And I'm saying that because we have lost that type of mentorship in the past that we used to have. Lighton's father, Mr. C. Babashola Williams, was my teacher at King's College. He taught me English literature up to school start, and English literature was my major subject, even my best subject in the higher school certificate. And the way he taught literature was about the fundamental questions that you find in literature. What is life? What is the purpose of our existence in life? What is the good citizen? And that so early instigated my interest. And when I went to Oxford to study philosophy, politics, and social sciences, it was the philosophical dimension that was most important for me. What is the purpose of life? Is this the type of life we should be living? How can things be better? If they are not good, why is it not good? And one of the answers is in the type of people who lead you. So I said, because he provided that groundwork for me. And in fact, when he died, I was at the wakekeeping, and because he made an important impression on me. He was a dedicated teacher. We don't have those again today. And then, when I also saw that, he made mention that General Raju would be the chairman. He's one person I have a lot of respect for. Very frail, debilitating because of what this country did to him. Yet he has not given up. He has not given up. He's leading the Renaissance Patriots Foundation. And they are speaking the truth to government, which very few people in his are afraid to, because they are afraid that they will be denied government patronage. But he sent a letter to the government where you go back to your area and see what is happening in Isaleko. Go and see what is happening there. So I think the best thing we can do for Laiton is to make up our mind that we will find out the truth and confront government about it. Because all these things, government also does them deliberately to divert attention, to prevent that they are doing something for us. No, they are scheming us. And we must ask questions about what they are doing. I think it's very, very important to say that. So with those few words, I will leave my paper with the organizers, and I don't want to say more than that. Thank you.